marcusandmac.com. So, we've heard of honor guards in our obituary reports. Many different military honor guards provide services for veterans who have passed away and to help with the grieving process. But this is, at least new to me, this is a nurse honor guard to honor the nurses in our area who have passed away. So we have with us here in studio a group of 5 members of the Nurse Honor Guard of Indiana County. And we'll just go from my left to right. We'll start over here with you, ma'am. And if you want to step up to the microphone, introduce yourself and your by a name, where you're from, things like that. So we'll start with you.
I'm Dreama Van Cise, RN, and I'm from Indiana.
Okay. Next up.
I'm Brenda Pierce, RN from Indiana.
Well, we'll advise you to take a couple steps closer to the microphones as we continue this. Go ahead.
Valerie Davis. I'm also a registered nurse, and I live in Chillicothe.
Okay. Next up.
Tammy Berkey, I'm an RN, and I'm originally from Cherry Tree, but live in Clymer.
Okay. And finally.
Beth Mock. I'm an LPN, and I'm from Indiana.
All right. So we have a mixture of people who are still working in the industry right now, and some who are retired. How many are in the group overall? Is this it, or do we have more?
And we have 14 active members.
14 members. Wow. So how did this start?
Well, in 2003, it was the Kansas State Nurses Association that created the Nurse Honor Guard, and their goal was to create an honor guard for nurses, RN or LPN, to recognize the individual's career-long dedication to nursing and to pay respect at the end of the nurse's life. Like you said, the idea was based on similar services done by the military, police, and firefighters.
Mm-hmm. So how long has the Indiana County branch been in operation?
Yes, we formed in the fall of 2024.
So a little less than a year. So this is still a new thing to Indiana County. Maybe one of you, we'll talk with all of you over here, but we'll start over here. What made you want to join up to be part of this group?
Well, I just thought it was a wonderful idea because, like you said, veterans are honored, and I think nurses do an important job, and that really got to me. I would like to honor all nurses.
All right. And I'll ask you the same question. What inspired you to join?
Actually, I read an obituary for a coworker of mine that had passed, and I saw that the Cambria County Nurse Honor Guard had performed a tribute. And I was like, that's that. I never heard of it. So I started Googling it and watching YouTube videos of services, and it just seemed like it was something that I wanted to participate in and honor my colleagues at the end of their life.
So there's a similar group in Cambria County as well.
Yes.
And you saw that. That's actually pretty cool to see that, and now bringing it to Indiana County. And you, same question. What inspired you?
I actually saw the Cambria County post on Facebook.
You saw that too.
And the old school uniform, the nurse's cap, really kind of drew me in because that's how I dressed when I started the career. I didn't wear a cape like Flores Nightingale, but the white dress and the nurse's cap spoke to me.
We should say to our listeners who are who are on the radio side and can't see the visuals right now, all 5 of the representatives here are in the traditional, and if I use it as a derogatory term, it is not old school nurses' uniforms. So the white blouses, the blue capes, and the pillbox hats. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so we've learned a lot actually about why people have joined this organization. Talk about what you provide whenever somebody asks you to be a part of, to provide them with service. So what do you do? What do you do as part of your ceremony to honor the nurses?
We have a prepared, it's a uniform presentation at the ceremony. It's usually our leader here, Brenda, who does some research into the contributions that the nurse has provided, and then we are there to represent nurses and allow that nurse to be, honored.
So they're recognized for the achievements, and each ceremony is personalized to that nurse, much like the veterans are, and much like say the Masons whenever they do their ceremonies, because I've seen a few of those at funerals. It's got to be. I think it takes a special kind of person to be on something like this, because you know that you are paying tribute to somebody who died, and it's a rather sad occasion. But I think you also provide comfort. Much like you would in your nursing roles, you're providing comfort, but in a very different way.
Yes, it's not something everybody can do, but we have found up to date, we've performed 6 tributes, and we find the response from the families to be very positive and meaningful for them, and it brings comfort to them also.
You mentioned the uniform part of the ceremony, which is, again, you're in the classic garb, but as we know, there are a lot of male nurses out there. Do you kind of tailor the ceremony as well to fit a male nurse? Maybe they're given their scrubs or something like that, or some sort of other garb?
We present a white rose to each of our fallen nurses, whether they're male or female.
Understood.
And the white rose represents a deep appreciation and gratitude, and the lasting impression the nurse has left on everyone's life that they've come in contact during their nursing journey. So we have performed a tribute for a male nurse, and it is very similar.
It's very similar. Okay. All right. Excellent. So, and as also, as I understand it from the information provided, that there is a lamp that is provided to the family as a forever tribute.
Yes.
And maybe you can talk about that significance.
Well, when you see a picture of Florence Nightingale, she's carrying a lamp as she goes from patient to patient. So the last part of our tribute is we present a Nightingale lamp, or the lamp of knowledge, to a family member in honor of the nurse that has fallen.
Again, very similar to what the military does in presenting the American flag.
Yes.
All right, excellent. This is actually some very good work, and some very, we'll say honorable, because of the fact that it is helping people with the grieving process. So let's talk about some of the other things. What's the important thing that you think people should know if they want to avail themselves of your service? What's the important thing that people should know?
We're available free of charge. Our information is available to the Indiana County funeral homes, and many times, usually though, it has been our organization that's reached out to them, but the family members can reach out to us also.
Okay, so if there's somebody who dies and they can find out the information, well, we have the information and we'll repeat it, but they can request it through the funeral home.
Yes, we visited all of the Indiana County funeral homes and gave our information to them.
I imagine the reaction whenever you paid those visits was a very positive one, because it, yeah.
That was the one that was
You did that? Okay.
yes, the funeral directors and the staff there were very interested in seeing it. And once they've had someone come in, or us come in to do a service that they hadn't seen, we generally get some very well responses from the funeral staff as well, as to what, how it looked and everything.
All right. If anybody does need to avail themselves, how can they get a hold of your group?
We're on Facebook at the Indiana County Nurse Honor Guard.
Mm-hmm.
They can email me at my email address is dapearces83@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm. And we'll make sure to post the Facebook link as well in the comments section of this video that we're
Okay.
going to put on there. So we'll make sure that people are very well aware of the Nurse Honor Guard and everything that you do. Hey, you know what? It's been great talking with you folks this morning here on Indiana in the Morning. Normally I don't say this, but may God bless you in all your work.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you. And our thanks to the representatives of the Indiana County Nurse Honor Guard for joining us on Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. And our interview segment is presented by Marcus & Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmac.com. It is 8:23 on Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. So why don't we find out what's going on out there in the tech world right now with our Tech Roundup.
Americans are divided on the implications of artificial intelligence. Here's Chris Coraggio.
According to a recent Gallup poll, 49% of U.S. adults surveyed said AI is just the latest in a long line of technological advancements that humans will learn to use to improve their lives and society. Polling also found that the other 49% of respondents stated AI is very different from the technological advancements that came before and threatens to harm humans and society. Despite the divide, 59% of people agreed AI